Morning, everyone. It's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, on the west coast of Canada. So, welcome if it's your first time joining me. And if you're one of my regulars, either watching live or on replay, nice to see you guys. I'm doing something new today. I'm actually trying to broadcast to my Border Buddy Hangout group, and it looks like it's working. So, yay. Um, Facebook. I used to broadcast here and to my Facebook page. Good morning, Keisha. Hi, Mo. And YouTube, my Facebook page, Stamp Crazy with Alison. And then I would also broadcast to a group. But Meta, Facebook changed that about, got to be 8 months ago now. And I've stopped doing that. But today I thought I'm going to try and see if it will work. So if you're over there on Border Buddies, our private exclusive group, Patsy Wagner and I, let me know. Give me a shout out to let me know that you're over there watching. Okay. All right. We're going to get started shortly. We're going to play with the winterly treetops. Shouldn't it be wintry? I don't know. Winterly. Yeah, thought my eyesight was bad. Treetops, which is the bundle from Nests of Winter, which is really fabulous. Here, I'll show you. It's on page 30 and 31 in the little mini here. Look at these gorgeous cards that the artists have created. Some simple ones too, just using designer series paper. Just okay, and then there's the other side, the next page, which has all the products that are included. So fabulous. So check that out. And we'll just give it a minute and then we'll get started. And yeah, we'll play around with that. Okay. Just going to let some more people pop on. I missed Keisha on Wednesday. I had my sisters keeping me company though. So that was nice. Anyways, the weather has turned and not turned. It's trying to mess with our heads here, I think, because it was sunny this morning. My son and daughter-in-law spent the night because they went downtown to an event. And so we had the dog, Stella Marie, and she is a love, but she misses her humans. So I was doing a class, live class, and poor Stella was howling, waiting for her peeps. Anyway, it is what it is. Good morning, Diane. How are you, hon? So then the kids didn't get home till like 2 o'clock in the morning and had to get up at 7 and get on the road because they have a baseball game outside way back in their area, which is an hour drive. So I'm thinking, gosh, these two never stop, ever. Anyway, Ian was leaving and he says, oh man, I sure wish it would rain. So anyway, I went to see a friend with 4 legs and a tail, and I filled out the paperwork. Good luck, Keisha. I hope it'll come through. You'll get it. Is it a kitty or is it a puppy? Anyway, good for you. I gotta say, Stella Marie. Gosh, I think she's about 7. She looks big, and then I was watching the hockey game last night, and she jumped up on bed to watch it with me because she likes humans. And boy, she's 95 pounds of muscle, man. Whew. But really gentle soul. All right, you're good today. Good. 11-week puppy. Okay, well, you can do it, Keisha. It'll be great. I love dogs. I love cats. It's all good. All right, so let's go over here and get started. So here is our winterly. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. Winterly. I was trying to see if anybody was watching me on Border Buddy, but they probably don't know I'm over there. So even though I'm live over there, they don't know I'm there. That's okay. All right. So look at this stamp set. We've got these images, and I love this one. This is like a big frame. And then these are extra, these 4 in here. And then we've got ones that will cut out the birds, the double birds, the single bird, and then the little bow here. Okay, so very cool. And what else is in this bundle? Shall we look? Yes, we should. There's a fantastic embossing folder called Birchwood. Now, for those of you like my sister Mo and anybody living in Ontario, or really Alberta too, I used to see them when I visited my in-laws in Grand Prairie. We don't see many birch in Lower Mainland, do we, Keisha? We don't see much. And Diane, we don't see many birch trees. Yeah, I loved, grew up with it, and you could, they would peel off the birch, and anyway, cool. I always think of Algonquin Park or something. Anyway, it's really cool, and look at the size of it. It's one of the biggies, and it's a 3D, so it's great. We're going to use that on our card today. Running a class. Our class is on December the 7th, and you get half a pack of the Designer Series paper, which is gorgeous. Now I've cut this down to 6 by 12 just to show it to you. Look at this piece. Isn't that great? You can just cut these into 4s, like 3s, so they'd be 4 inch by 5.5. And that's a card front with a little sentiment. You're set to go. And this image here can be cut out with the dies, so that's nice. And then the other side is quite pretty. It's just sort of neutrals. Love this one that looks like snow. Could use that on with so many other sets, right? Okay, so we get half a pack, so that's 6 12 by 12 cut to 6 by 12 for mailing. Oh, good morning, Barb. I'm so glad that you joined us. I hope you are keeping well. I forgot to ask Mo how you were doing. Hope you're doing better. And it does match up with the October paper pumpkin. Thank you, Di. Yes, if you were fortunate enough to get the October paper pumpkin, then it completely coordinates with this suite. You should come to our class, Di. Then you'd have, everything would go together. Anyway, so you get the DSP with our class. You also get the full package of natural tone linen threads. So you get all of these, and you get a full pack of earth tones shimmer gems. Okay. And if you purchase the bundle, the Winterly bundle, then you will get a full pack of Designer Series paper, and we'll direct ship this and the linen thread and the embellishments. Okay. And then if you buy the whole suite, which includes the embossing folder, the birch wood embossing folder, then you're going to get your class for free. No goodie bag, but that's okay because you'll have everything. Okay. All right. So let's get started, shall we? All right, where are we going to start? Oh, here's our base. So my base here is, gosh, I have to think about this. I did this so long ago. Now I'm wondering, is that smoky slate or gray granite? I think it's smoky slate. I think at one point I was going to use the beige, but no, this is smoky slate. Okay, so that's my regular base, right, you guys? 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, and then we've got just a slightly smaller piece, which is 4 1/4 by 5. We're going to emboss this. So we're going to grab that fantastic birchwood embossing folder, and we're going to, I like to use this little line on the embossing folder just so I know my piece is straight, especially on something like this, like the timber or the, something that it matters, because if you put it in and it moves, and then you're going to have really weird, you're not going to have very good birch trees. I'm taking it over right beside me here to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because I need the larger one, because you've got the big embossing folder, right? So I'm just going to run that through. Ooh. Yeah. I think I put it through a little bit crooked there, you guys. So we've had a slight accident, which is okay. It's better than what happened to me yesterday with Stella howling while I was trying to teach a class. Poor little thing. Oh, hi, Sonia. Good morning. And thank you for sharing. Sonia's so good about liking my video and sharing it with her friends. So thank you. So you can see once you run that through, you've got kind of a debossed or an embossed. So you can decide which way. So I really love that. Doesn't that add a lot of little texture? It's always nice. Okay. Then what I've got is, let's keep going here. I've got 3 strips of Designer Series paper. And I just picked 3 that I liked. Let me just measure those because I made this card 2 weeks ago. So let's see here. This is 1 1 1/8. I guess I made it a little bit, not 1 1/4, 1 1/8 by 5. Okay. I got 3 of those, and I'm going to glue those to the front. And I'm going to start by gluing the outside pieces. I used to start with the middle, but I sometimes made a few little mistakes trying to do that. So I'm going to start on the edges, and I'll show you why. Ooh, we out of glue? No, there we go. Just needed to wake up. Wakey. Wakey, wakey. Okay. So I'm going to just glue this on, and I'm just going to leave a little bit of an edge here, and then I'm going to grab the piece on the other side, and I'll show you why this works for me. Now, if you prefer to start in the middle and work your way out, that's okay. I just find that if I do that, I can't really, I sometimes run out of room, or it's too spread out, or it looks goofy. So there. So I've got the 2 pieces on the side, and then I can stick the one in the middle, and I'm going to center it between the 2 pieces that I've already glued. Okay, that's just me. You do you. Okay, I just like that better. Doesn't that look great? Looks like a little forest of birch trees. Okay, and before I glue this on, I'm going to grab some of that. Hi, Melanie, how are you? I'm going to grab some of this twine. Now, on my original card, I used this one, but I'm going to I think I might actually use the blue. Isn't that pretty? It doesn't match up exactly with the other elements that I'm going to use, but I don't care. I like this blue. I just wanted to do it. So I'm just running my nail. There we go, until we find it. Now, when it's on this roll, you can see that it's going to naturally curl like that, which might make you crazy if you're trying to tie it. So I'm just going to straighten this out by running my nail along it. Okay. I want a fair bit, because what I want to do is wrap it around a couple of times. It's quite a substantial linen thread. I mean, it's not thin and flimsy, but I really want, I'm going to do that. There we go. I really wanted it to be double. So I'm going to do that. Oops. And then over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to tie a bow. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm not sure the blue will go at the end, but I think blue. This is a nice blue. This is a royal blue as opposed, I like it. And I'm using red, our real red, which is a cherry red, a blue red. So, as opposed to an orange red. So it'll go. All right, so I'm just going to spread that out. Can you see that? So I've got kind of that interest. Okay. I think we can go ahead and glue that on, although move it up a titch. And I'm going to wait, because I'm going to be cutting out an element here, and I want to see if I don't want this to be too high or too low. So let's put that aside. Okay, next up, I'm going to grab one of my favorite die sets. Here it is, and this is the Stylish Shapes. It's like here we go. Look at all these. Aren't they great? We've got the squares, we've got the labels, and we've got the circles. So I'm going to take the second largest circle, and we're going to cut it out of Designer Series paper. Now, this is funny. I cut it out originally with the Spotlight and Nature dies, but I didn't like it. It's too big. So I want to cut a smaller one. So I'm just going to stick it in the middle and recut. So I'm not wasting that circle. Okay. This time I can use my mini, so we'll do that. Oh, hi, Nancy. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you. How's the weather on Victoria today? It was really sunny here, and then, I don't know, something's happened. It's gone dark. It's always ominous. Ooh. You survived your atmospheric river too, Nancy, did you? I heard about Nancy is on my team under my friend Melva. Melva's her upland. Look at that. You can use that. Ooh, that's cool. I'm going to keep that. And I heard about, did you hear about Melva's kind of harrowing road trip? I think she was heading to you guys. Wasn't she to visit? Anyway, the roads were washed out. It was a nightmare, you guys. Nightmare. Okay, so that looks good. I think I want to just, Nancy, we're just deciding where this should be situated. I think it should be a little bit further over. Not that far though. This is why I didn't glue it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oop. Glue going here. And glue that down. There we go. Love this birch. Love this whole suite. We were allowed to buy it early, so when I say early, it was before the mini came out, and I think it was just like the most popular one. Hi Pam, how are you? It's cloudy and windy in Victoria. Yeah, no wind. Phew. It's the wind, right? Ugh. It was raining very hard last night. It was raining for us, but not too bad, I don't think. I don't know about you, Di, if it was raining hard where you are in Ladner, but okay, shall we go ahead and pop this up? I think so. We can go ahead. You know me, you guys, as I cut and stamp, I like to stick it on my card just because I don't want to lose things. And I'm going to have it go this way. Oh, no, I think it's this way, right? That makes more sense to me. So we'll just center that. There we go. All right. We're doing pretty good. That's what we've got so far. Okay. And I was just thinking, I guess I could have glued these on and then embossed it, but I don't want to lose the image as much. And I think I'd lose more of the image. All right. What are we doing now? We're going to cut some stuff. So I've got this little green, and this is Old Olive, and this is Garden Green. And I'm going to grab our dies. So this one here, I'm going to cut out of both. So we need 2 of each. Okay, and you know me, because I have weird eyes, I like to tape it down. So I'm just going to run those through. So we're going to run it through the Garden Green, and then we're going to repeat it through the Old Olive. Okay. Okay. Ooh, what's got left on my tray here? There we go. And then get back down, put that over there, and we will do the Old Olive. I love when Stampin' Up! Gives us 2 dies of each. They didn't used to. They probably started this quite a few years ago, but what's great about it is it's less running through of the popular dies, I would say, because they probably realize you want more than 1 of these. And so we can do 2 at a time. Sometimes they give us 3 in the set, so it really works great. Especially if you're making Christmas cards or something and you need some greenery. I can get my take a pick and poke that out. Okay, so that's what we've got, 2 of each of those. All right. And I'm going to do this because yesterday I was doing a class and I didn't put the piece back and it's lost. Because of course it is, because that's what I do. Till I order a new one and then I find it, right? All right, we've got those. And then what I want to do is grab a stamp. Let's grab a stamp. Hi, Ellie. Nice to see you. Didn't rain heavily, went to the Eagles. Oh, yes, I saw on Facebook that you went to Eagles Tribute. Was it good? You would go see them again? Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. My son and his wife were at BC Place watching motocross, of course, because that's what they do. They're like motocross crazy. And they were with 16 friends, so they went to they got a box. Is that what you call it? Box? I don't know what you call it. We sit in a special box place. I don't know. They said it was really good. Oh, hi, Sharon. You're over there, and Judy. Oh, I'm so glad you guys found me on Border Buddies. I'm sorry, guys. I'm distracted because today I am live broadcasting to my group too. So, yay! Okay. You remember the Eagles? Yeah. Hotel. Yeah. Hotel California. What is it where you can? Oh gosh, where you can check in but you can't check out. Is that how it goes? I think I've butchered the lyrics. Okay, so this is just basic white, you guys. And I'm just stamping this image from the stamp set, Winterly Treetops. And we're going to color it in with some blends. Okay, so I've got Cherry Cobbler, and I think I'm going to use dark. And that would be Dark Melon Mambo, and that would not be good. So I guess we'll go with light Cherry Cobbler. I think I picked the wrong color off. So there's these little berries. I'm not really worrying too much, you guys, about blending these into two different colors. It's such a small little berry. I mean, I could, but I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, frankly. Okay. I've seen people take this die, this stamp, do two of them, and then make a wreath, which is kind of pretty. We're not going to do that, but I've seen people do it. Okay, I think I've got all my berries. Okay, so that was Cherry Cobbler. And then I'm going to grab, no idea why I've got yellow out here. Don't need yellow. Weird. I've got Old Olive and Lemon Lime. So let's go Lemon Lime, the dark. I'm going to go just along the edges of my leaves. I could just color this in one color, you guys. I mean, I don't even know if you'd notice, but I wanted to add a little bit of interest. And hopefully we'll see that between the dark and the light. We'll see in a minute, I guess. Okay, so that's what I've got so far, is just the dark. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the light lemon lime. Let's see if we can get some contrast. Maybe not. So maybe I'll have to go in with a totally different color, because that's okay. You've got the light and the dark version in your sets, in your combo sets, but it doesn't mean that you can't go off script and use a totally different color, which I think I might do. I'll see how it looks. Okay, so I don't like, there's not enough contrast for me, just me. So I think I'm going to go with light olive. Let's see what olive will do. Yeah, I like the olive. Olive is giving me that look I want. Okay, so use the light Old Olive for your dark areas, and then you can go in with the light. Yeah, I like that a bit better. It's giving me more of the contrast I want. And then I'm going to go in with the dark Old Olive and color in these guys. It's sort of feeling like Christmas, isn't it? I don't decorate early. I like for Remembrance Day to be past. I like to wait because I think it's important. So if you're in Canada, for us, that's November 11th. I understand retail-wise why they have to get out Christmas stuff, but I don't think we need to get it or turn our Christmas lights on and stuff. But everybody's different, so no judging. It's just me. Plus, I think I don't want to rush the cold weather. I don't want to rush the cold weather. Okay, so, oh, you know what? There's little kind of stems here. And I don't know whether you'd actually see it, but I'm going to grab dark crumb cake. Ooh, can you hear my
I was gonna say my tires. Can you hear my chair wheels? My tires. Oh boy. Okay, I think I've got the stems. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's a stem. Okay, that's good. Okay, so you can get, even though it's a small image, you can actually color quite a bit of it. Now, love Stampin' Up. Hi from Soyuz. How are you, Carol? Carol lives in wine country. She's lucky. Sort of the Napa Valley of British Columbia. Ooh, there's a hair on my tape. It's probably Stella Marie. I have to laugh because she was adopted. She came with the name Stella, so they thought she had enough trauma in her life. They weren't going to change her name, so she's Stella. But they did add a middle name, Marie. And so I notice my daughter-in-law, whenever she does something that's not, she needs corrected because she's, a rescue, so she needs corrected. Sarah always goes, Stella Marie. And she pays attention, like, oh, this is serious. She's using my first and middle name, just like when we were kids, right? Desperado, yes. Oh yeah, Desperado. Yes, so nice. Oh, that's fun, Di. That's a fun thing to go to. Was that at the Stanley or the Orpheum? Where was that? Where'd you go for that? Okay, we're getting there, you guys. So we've got our little bits, but now we need a sentiment. So how about, let's look at our thing. I've got thinking of you always. Okay, so let's think of me always. Let's grab that and see what block I need. Ooh, need a little bit bigger. There we go. Looks straight. Hope so. Well, we'll see. We shall see. So I've got a piece of a real red. And I could have used cherry because that would have tied in a bit, but I think the real red's good, especially with the blue, I think. I think that'll be nice. So let's get our embossing buddy. Let's run that across our piece. And that's going to remove all that oil from our fingers, right? So that the embossing powder hopefully will only stick to the words and not to some stray oil that's on our paper. So thinking of you, let's do this. I'm going to just kind of go here. I've got a longer strip than I need. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's pretty good considering. You guys, I'm going on to a little strip here. I'm going to give myself 10 points for that. That looks pretty good. Yep. And then I'm going to put all of that back in. This is our new Wow embossing powder. Now, if you have embossing powder left over and you're still using it up, please do. If you run out, then really you have to check the Wow. Here it is. Wow. It is brighter. It's a brighter white. So we're going to just heat that up, and then you know the drill is as you warm up your heat tool, it'll start to melt. There we go, the powder, and then you're going to just go across your project in a very slow, methodical way, melting and rising up that embossing powder. Okay. There we go. And then I'm just going to trim this off kind of at an angle like that. Okay, so there we go. So there's all our bits. Let's get this put together. Now, for this piece, I'm going to put it on this side. And I want these guys kind of glued behind here. So then I'm going to figure out where I want it. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to grab a dimensional and with my big fat finger and lay that on to hold it in place. Yep, that works. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same kind of, I'm just guessing where I want this, you guys. Sort of like that, I think. Okay, turn that over. And I'm going to have to move that up a titch because we want to be able to grab the dimensional. Or the dimensional to grab my paper. How's that? Let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, take that off and let's add more dimensionals though. Let's add one up here and one here and one here. Because I'm not sure exactly where this is going to grab onto the circle that we put on. So I'm just going to kind of cover my bases here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go like that. And then we've got our word. And I'm going to pop this up too. A lot of popping up today. I don't usually pop up this much, but we're going to. Okay. Ooh, I like that. And then where are those fabulous? Embossing butter is my favorite. So glad Stampin' Up! Carries it now. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Clocks went back today and it's dark. Oh, yeah, I bet. I think, Wendy, I was on with my friend on a Zoom yesterday just chatting, and she was helping me with something. And I don't know why. I was talking about, because she's helping with my streaming. And I have no idea why this came up. I said something about, people watch me from, we're chatting about where people watch me from. And I saw people from Perth and people from the US. And I said, I even have someone who watches me from Swansea. And she said, oh, who is that? And I said, Wendy March. And she said, oh my goodness, it's Catherine Carroll. And I had no idea that Catherine was from Wales. I had no idea. So, or she said she was originally from there anyway. So, oh my gosh, she says, I know Wendy. So I think that's what she said. Oh, you didn't even have to go far. It's right there in Ladner. Even better. Sunny in Osoyoos. See, that's why we all need to move to Osoyoos, because it's sunny. Okay, what do we think? We added on those little gems. Is that fun? So here's my original. So that's with the blue cord. And this one is with the, I guess that's copper clay. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Can you? Sometimes on a video, I can't see. Can you see the difference? I don't know. Which one do you prefer? Are we blue or are we copper clay? I think they're both nice. I just kind of like the blue with the red. I think it kind of matches more, or kind of complements more, I guess, right? Her parents live 10 miles away from you. Small world. Oh, yeah. Isn't that funny? Small world, Wendy. Absolutely small world. Well, I'm glad you found me. And here we are with both friends with Catherine. Okay. And we're like, 8 hours, an ocean apart. So cool. You like both of them, you guys? Okay. Jim Burns. Oh, Brent Butt. Oh, he's so funny, Brent. I follow him on Twitter because he follows the Canucks and he gives play-by-plays, and he's so funny, Brent Butt. If you guys know, if you're from Canada, you might know Corner Gas, and Brent Butt lives in Vancouver, and he always gives the play-by-play, and it's hilarious. Like, oh, boys. Okay, so you want to see some more cards? So here's the one. So remember I was telling you that the Designer Series paper, you can use it with the dies. That's the Designer Series paper, you guys. Okay, that's not stamped. This one is stamped. And that's, it sort of looks like Christmas, right? And die, look, I don't think you can see, but I've got the Winkestella. Ooh, I think you can see Winkestella. But be careful when I say Winkestella. If Stella's over, she'll come running. Same with this one. This is the DSP. Did you show this week's 12 Weeks of Christmas? Which one was it? Keisha, if you can remind me, I will dig through and see if I've got it here in front of me. Okay, so here we go. Oh no, I didn't. It was Nest of Winter, wasn't it? No, I don't have that one here, like in my stack. Here's another one. Now this one's interesting. Did you notice this die here, this big die? That's cut out, and then it was used as a stencil. Now, this was one that Stampin' Up! Showed us how to do. So then we laid the stencil down. We took ink. I'm going to say Mossy Meadow, and we sponged it on with a blending brush. Then we flipped the die, so top became bottom, bottom became top, and redid it with a lighter color. And then that's how you get that. Now, this is Stampin' Up's design. I would not have done, I love this technique. I would not have used this color for the birds. I don't like it. I would have changed it up a bit. That's just me. Oh, but I do like the way they had us thread this or tear apart that twine. That looks nice. I'll have to remember that. This one was stamped. This is also a Stampin' Up! Design that we did at they had a class for us, demonstrators. And this is stamped and colored with the blends. Just subtle, very subtle. And then here's another one. So that's that frame I was telling you about. And again, this is stamped and colored. Okay, so lots of possibilities with this suite. You can go Christmas like this, or you can just go winter birthday or thinking of you, or there's so many possibilities. Anyway, so that's our cards for today. So if you joined me late, please check out my class that's coming on December the 7th using the suite. Okay, and if you don't live in Canada, you can buy the PDF only and cut your own projects and then join us and craft along with us. Okay. Thank you, Pam. Thanks, Diane. When it reminds me of bird paper we had about 5 years. Oh yeah, but the birds are bigger. That was beautiful. Was that a celebration set of birds? I think. I'm not sure. Would you know? Guys, remember? I think so. Well, thanks for coming, Pam. Nice to see you guys. And thanks for anybody over. Oh, Janet's over on Border Buddies too. Thank you guys for joining me on Border Buddies group because I was practicing. And so now I got to figure out how to turn off the stream. It's so funny. Okay, anyway, I'll figure it out. I think I go to Facebook and then I come back here. All right, guys. Hopefully I will see you all back here on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, either live or by recording. So thanks so much. And thank you guys for joining me over on my Facebook group, Border Buddies. Join the group, you guys. It's called Border Buddies Hangout. You can probably search for it, and everyone is welcome. Okay, see you guys. Bye for now. And I just have to figure out how to close this off. And I think I'm good. Bye, guys.